I read a bunch of your articles, okay, before the show started. Here's your big shtick, you know. On the one hand, you'll write an article saying that people don't mind talking to robots. That's fine with them. Then you'll have 5 articles saying, but you know what? AI and all this automation, it's terrible. Personalization is what counts. High touch, not high tech, okay? Pick up the phone. I'll quote you. I wrote these things down. Okay, so what is it? Is it tech or is it talk?
Yes. You want me to be concise?
I like that, Animal. Tech or talk. That's clever.
So no, yeah, it has to be both, right? You have to pick up the phone, you have to have conversations, but there are a ton of little gaps in a candidate's journey where they don't get a call because there's no information to give. And so at that point, a little bit of tech can really help a candidate feel better.
You've lost me. I don't know what you're saying.
I agree with you. That's a good point.
So there's huge drop off right now in the time between a candidate interviews with a hiring manager and the time they hear from a recruiter after that. And that's the lowest point in their candidate journey. And so if you can't speed that up or at least give them some communication, they're likely to take another job. There's fall off between offer and start date right now, like crazy.
Keep the flame hot.
That's right.
So what happened? Hold on. I got to
keep them warm.
I just want to point something out for Brandy. Nick has
Strategy.
brandable hair, okay?
I'm a little jealous for one. I got to tell you.
Okay.
Rich is jealous.
I'm a little jealous. I got to tell you, I am. I've never had hair like that. God.
Take that with your $1 million a year.
Yeah. As I can go buy it, I guess. I don't know.
Well, hold on. I know
He's also a
candidates can relate to him better than they'd feel jealous if he looked like Nick. Okay, but hold on a second.
Here,
Can you spell that out?
There you go.
There you go. Now it's the same thing. It's just under a hat. Looks just like.
Now it's Dean DaCosta.
Craig, what did you just say? I didn't understand it. Maybe Amy or Michael G. Cox or somebody can mansplain.
There you go. See, we're like twins. There
Somebody,
we go.
you want me to mansplain it? Is that what I
that's your
just heard?
specialty. Go
That'd be
ahead
awesome.
there.
Do I need to send you the flow chart again?
All right.
What did he say? What did he say? He said you interview somebody, then there's a gap. So what should you be sending out? You should automate messages?
A good
person?
example would be like what I heard somebody call follow-up Friday. If you're interviewing somebody,
Stacy.
if you're interviewing somebody and nothing's happening because a hiring manager isn't doing what they're doing, maybe an automation on Friday to everybody that you're talking to that you have in the pipeline that would go out and say, hey, nothing's happening. Let me know if you need anything, but just keep in touch.
Right.
Keeping you
So
up.
it's like a page out of being an agency.
Yeah.
Everybody you got in any kind of a pipeline, call them.
No news is good news.
I think part of it, candidates just don't even know how many stakeholders are involved in making a decision and how long that can take internally. So sometimes just feedback loop there on, hey, candidate, hiring manager enjoyed the conversation. They're talking to a few more folks this week and next week, before we make a decision, and just kind of give them a little bit of a timeline because candidates are just thinking it's either a yes, no, and it's not always that simple, right?
But
it's not always that simple.
If you're working at scale, if you're a recruiter that's carrying 50 plus recs, and I see that a lot right now, you need some tools to help you. I mean, there's tools like Paradox or Alio, which is now owned by HireVue, that will have human sounding conversations with your candidates, even if it's just to say, hey, no news is good news, hang in there. We'll be right back with you as soon as possible. Like that sort of thing makes a huge difference.
I mean, even a one-line email for an update
is
an update.
And that's
right? It doesn't have to be a fancy
automatable as well.
It could be a
That's
one-line
not the
haven't been